Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Max.
Here we are, three of us.
Yeah.
If you're new to the channel, welcome back. Well, welcome, sorry. If you're new to the channel, welcome back. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Capabilities of hackers. We've done this one the other day.
Yeah, we did the short.
We did. Yeah, we did a short version of it.
Yeah.
Quite intrigued by this guy, me now. He
seems to know what he's talking about, doesn't he?
He's got me hooked.
Yeah.
100%. And the other guy who's interviewing him just lets him go.
Yeah,
Just
he does.
drops that question in, and then it's boom.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Which is what you want.
Of course you
what
want.
we should do.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what you want. Yeah, should we get into it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
What's this? Capabilities of hackers, tools hackers use, and the 5 things you can do to protect yourself.
I'm not going to hack your Wi-Fi, but I'll give you a little example of what I could do. So all of these networks here, they probably appear to be legitimate, right? It's very illegal to do that, of course. But if I wanted to go outside right now, I could even demonstrate later for you. I pull this antenna out. This is just a small antenna. And we can receive airplanes, see where they're at. There's nothing illegal about receiving them. Transmitting is where it gets a little bit funky.
Man,
Smart guy in it, this guy.
Man. Let's go through all the things that you personally could hack if you wanted to.
I mean, it's countless, but I could give you some major daily things.
Absolutely. Let's talk about some of the devices. Those devices you have right here. Let's talk about all the stuff you can hack into.
Sure.
And then we'll get into maybe how we can prevent that a little bit.
So I guess we'll just start with a daily routine. You know, you wake up in the morning, you make your coffee, or maybe you take your phone off the charger and you check your phone in the morning. You might check your email. You got to make sure every email that you have while you're half asleep is coming from a real person. It's not a phishing email, someone pretending to be a company that they're not, stealing your credentials. Then you go outside to your garage, you get in your car, and you have to make sure that there's nobody out there listening for your car key frequency while jamming your car so that they could steal your car later or access your car later. And then when you
Gotta be on the ball straight from the
Crazy.
first
Just a bit, yeah.
Hey,
Someone just woken up.
goes to
Paul,
show
that's-
how sharp you've got to be now, right? I just don't trust anyone, me. Nothing.
I'd have a mic instead.
Don't do shit.
Yeah.
Just like everyone to me is a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm like,
It must
treat them
show
like
paranoid,
that.
yeah.
Saying paranoia's got the better
All
of me now.
emails, delete everything.
Yeah. I'd never delete anything. Funny enough.
Oh, don't you?
No,
Right.
I keep everything
Yeah.
because I've relied so much on going back 3 to 5 years type thing and then saying,
Yeah.
this email you said, and I've got the email there. There it is.
That's
You know,
smart.
things like that. But I
Yeah.
keep them in files, obviously. I don't just let
Yeah,
them build up, you know.
When you go hit your garage door button, that somebody doesn't capture that frequency on 433 megahertz, and those rolling codes have already been broken for most of the models. So then you get in your car and you're driving to your office or to your kid's school, doing whatever you want, and you could get out. You let your kid out to school, and now somebody, as you walk into school, just skimmed your back pocket and stole your credit card information. So, I mean, all of that, plus, anything remote, infrared, like a TV remote that goes for projectors, audio devices, ceiling fans, very simple stuff, along with access control badges, anything sub-gigahertz, like key fobs or remote controls for anything, parking gates, so much.
Everything.
Everything. Anything with a battery and a connection, a remote connection.
I wouldn't even know where to start, would you?
No, it's mind blowing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it is. So many things are reliant on this technology
Yeah,
these days.
yeah.
It's absolutely incredible, and a lot of things that you don't realise as well.
When we did the other one the other day, someone was saying about me and you had our mind blown with different things. But it's it's more your sort of like era. All this kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely.
Us, we're in that. We'd get scammed.
Oh, could do, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Big time.
We'd be like, fuck's sake,
Yeah.
got me.
Yeah.
But it's
Like a fake eBay email.
yeah.
95% off.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's so many.
Reset your password because your password's going to expire on some account you've never used in 40 years.
Yeah,
And you
I
think,
know,
all
yeah.
right, yeah, I'll change that password.
That sounds about right. Yeah, that'll do.
I mean, you've got to be on your toes. Like I said, there's so many things that you could get scammed by, and
Yeah, but like, you're saying remote control or a ceiling fan. and
I know,
things like
yeah.
that. I'm like, what, dude? I mean,
What chance, eh?
what are you hacking into your ceiling fan for? What are you going to get? I'm going to turn that fucking ceiling fan on when he's asleep and make him cold.
That'll get him.
But if it's
Drive you
remote,
insane, wouldn't it?
It would, to be
Keeps
fair.
coming on.
unless it's linked to your Wi-Fi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I've got a heating system at home, and I can use my heating on my phone.
Like smart bulbs as well, things like that.
Yeah,
They all
things
connect
like
to
that.
like one app,
You
in
know,
like Amazon.
If
things like that.
there's that many things without you probably knowing or realising, connect to your
The only,
Wi-Fi. And
the only
then
one I'm
they're
worried
in, aren't
about,
they?
the only one thing
So-
I'm sort of like always looking at and thinking, you got me here, and I don't know how to stop it. Is that them little ball things with
The
the
Lexus.
Lexus,
The Lexus, yeah.
My
My mum's
I'm
exact
looking
same.
at that. I'm like, I just
turning
see
it off.
sometimes I'm sat there and all of a sudden it just go boom, and I'm like, what? It's next to me, and I'm like looking at it, going like, what the fuck? What have I said that's just triggered that? Right?
Yeah.
I've not said anything. I'm watching the TV. I'm watching the football,
It's listen to
Well,
everything you say.
maybe.
and I'm sat there like looking at it, and all of a sudden it's going yellow, then it goes blue,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, what the fuck? Why is that doing something there? And I'm like, fuck it, I'm unplugging it.
I was going to say, yeah, don't trust it.
When I unplug it, then it lights up again. I'm like, whoa.
Starts vibrating. Oh no.
I'm looking, but I remember once my son come through with one of the speakers, and he's like, hello, and I'm like,
Oh,
fuck's
sent the
that?
message through. Yeah.
and he's like fucking talking through the speaker, and I'm like, not bad. So I just unplugged it, and he phoned me. He went, why'd you unplug it? I figured out how to get into your. I went, I don't want you talking to me when I'm in my house.
Yeah.
Unless you're sat here or on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't want you just coming through.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, he fucking dialed in.
Wow.
Don't ask me how he did it. Don't know. People out there be going, piece of piss. Everyone does it. And I'm like, not for me.
It's frightening, isn't it? No, it just thinks
I've turned old all of a sudden like that. Boom.
Yeah, but if
Became old man.
if they can
Scary.
listen, if they can listen
alone.
the other way though, and listen
Yeah,
to you and stuff like that, then it's not.
I wouldn't have any kids then.
Get it
The kids would fucking disown me, wouldn't they? Listen to some of the shit I say about
Oh,
them.
well, yeah.
He's my favourite.
Could you imagine?
Oh, but to be fair though, if I did know they were listening, I'd probably go off on one. I'd probably wind them
you
up.
drop a little line.
yeah.
Oh no! I just constantly, I'll do it all the time. I just talk shite all the time.
Yeah.
Like where did we leave that body?
But they got me over. They're just like another stain on your underwear. Come on, man. Come on. Fuck's sake. Sure,
In
that'd
any
be so
type of
funny.
way where it reaches the outside of that device is hackable or has been hacked.
What are these devices here?
This is a water bottle. So this right here is a Flipper Zero with some custom modifications, and it does a lot. So this is just a proof of concept device, but when you start to add your own little additions onto it like this, let me enable, for example, Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna hack your Wi-Fi, but I'll give you a little example of what I could do.
I'm not going to hack your Wi-Fi. I'm going to show you how I can do it.
Yeah.
Stupid, but okay. And then we'll do. I'm not going to shut your network down. Okay. So now, if I could show you on my phone, or you could look at your phone, but you'll see that instead of me mirroring your network, I just created a bunch of fake networks. So all of these networks here
Wow.
probably appear to be legitimate, right?
Yeah,
But they're not.
these are all fake networks.
They're all powered by me. So as soon as you connect to any of those, I have your password, I have anything in between. So that's one thing. That's just Wi-Fi.
That's crazy.
And you
how
just-
quick that is.
Oh man. So this is this how people are stealing information
This is one of many ways.
in airport?
They're
In
easy,
an
innit?
airport? Oh
yeah,
yeah,
but
I mean,
looks it, doesn't it?
airport, Starbucks. When you, it's called a man-in-the-middle attack. So if I'm on the same network as you, I can essentially control the traffic, as if I was the modem or router. So instead of when you type google.com, instead of your computer telling the router you want google.com, you're telling my computer you want google.com, and I'm giving you what I'm telling you google.com is. So it would be called a DNS attack. So
Is this what people are using in the airports when there's?
not this
I've heard
specific
about-
device. This is just something that I concoct.
You wouldn't get that through fucking security at the airport.
No, not a
Right.
chance.
Yeah, it looks a bit. Yeah, it's not a phone or anything, is it? So I'm not sure whether they'd allow that one.
Have you ever? I don't know if you've experienced this. Do you use what's it called when you drop AirDrop?
AirDrop.
You use AirDrop?
Not really, no.
Right. Okay. I use it all the time. So I always have mine on everyone.
Yeah.
Right. But now the device is everyone for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I'm sat at the airport one day and I get a fucking picture on my phone from someone's fucking random. It's close by. I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
Oh, no,
I find it quite funny.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, it's like, because it's like a weird picture. It'd be like, you know, like.
Oh, so it can just go to any phone, can it, on that?
Whoever, you can put AirDrop, and you can whoever's got all their contacts on, you can just drop it.
Yeah, we used to do it in
Right.
school.
Yeah.
I remember going to a trip in London, and we're on a train, obviously, with everyone. 9 of us all airdrop into whatever phones came up. Just the worst shit in the world.
Yeah, right. I mean, even when I've been away with our kids, they've been doing it, and I'm like, fucking stop.
It's
annoying.
not good to do.
Yeah, no, it's
horrible.
annoying.
So it's just pretty random then, isn't it?
Just
really?
random,
It's
yeah.
not, you don't have to put up someone's phone number in or anything. It's just like,
No,
it's
but
just
it'd be
out
like,
there.
be like Trevor's phone or something, and
It's
you'd be
just
like,
through Bluetooth. Like,
and you'd be like, if you go in Trevor's phone, and then you look around and go, who looks like a Trevor?
Yeah.
And then it's like, then you'll see him pick his phone up, and he'll just go, like proper random, like weird look on the face, because if someone's just sent him a picture of like, I don't know, a monkey or something,
it's
I
a
don't know.
shit meme,
Yeah, just something that's just shit.
Yeah.
But if you see him just looking,
Weird.
going like, and they have to accept it or decline it, sort of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
you know?
but it'll
Right.
keep
Yeah.
coming up.
keep coming, you just keep flashing up. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Wow.
Bizarre.
Bizarre.
But the flipper you can buy, this thing on the top here is custom.
I guess what I'm asking is this the method they throw? So could you so let's what is what like Wi-Fi flight or go?
Go in flight.
Yes,
Oh, well,
go.
they're actually. I mean, you can hack anything, but go in flight. They have a pretty good segment on their network, so you're pretty safe with go. There's a chance of getting hacked, but not the same as like a Starbucks or here. Like, you know, your network has to be segmented into chunks,
Okay,
and go segments it pretty well.
okay. I guess what I'm saying is, could you create a fake Wi-Fi network with that thing that says go in flight 1?
Yeah,
where
I could-
people are
I could
like,
do that
oh, that
now.
must be it.
I can do
I
that
can do
here.
that now.
I mean, I can make any. They're called BSSIDs, SSIDs, the name of a network. You could do that with any name, but instead of that, what you do is you just scan the local area, and then I know all the networks names around here, and then I'll target all of them at the same time, so that way anyone in this complex or where we're at, anyone that connects to a network is going to think it's their network, and they're going to connect to me instead.
Holy shit.
That's just
Yeah,
one of
exactly.
many Wi-Fi attacks. So there's many ways. for
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
What
It's
else
just-
can this thing do? This thing's like the size of the palm of your hand.
Yeah, well, with this little custom extension, especially when I have my big. These aren't the big antennas, but I got big antennas because I want to get long range. But that's Wi-Fi. This side of things is also Wi-Fi, but also it's an NRF 24. So it does wireless mice and
Of
keyboards.
course it is.
You know what that is?
So if you use a wireless
got an
mouse and
NRF 25.
keyboard, not every single one of them is vulnerable, but a lot of them are. I'd highly recommend you go back to wired, even though it sounds old school. That's what you should do, because I could control your mouse and keyboard with this device and send keystrokes way faster than you can type them, and take over your computer without even having to see you or it. So I could do that through the wall.
Scaring the shit out of me.
And then the sub gigahertz stuff with bigger antennas. Of course, I can go further away. So with the car keys, garages, gates, anything that's on radio frequency, I could do with this. RFID, that's access control badges for doors and pool keys. Anything that has like a little beeper where you beep into the door.
Yeah.
And NFC is credit cards and access control. And it does also some more things too. You could also I could tap your phone and give you my Instagram, or tap your phone and give you my business card. So NFC is a little more versatile than RFID, but they both essentially are, I believe it's called passive devices. They're powered by the receiver. They don't have a battery in them.
So let's just run through just a list of all the things you can hack with that one little device.
I mean, I don't want to make it into an ad about Flipper, because it's not Flipper itself. I'll tell you, but I'm just saying that Flipper itself, if you're going to go online and buy one of these and expect to be able to do everything that I'm talking about, you need to have custom firmware or software, whatever you want to call it, that allows you to do that, and you need to know how to modify it. So don't go out spending $180 on this device thinking you're going to hack somebody's car or steal their credit card, because that's not going to happen. But if you want to go down the list, I mean, there's a ton of things. There's like all the radio things I just told you about, the RFID stuff, the NFC, which is the credit cards and more, infrared, which is TVs, projectors, and many other devices, GPIO, which is just anything that connects to the outside of this device, so I can make devices work and this be the controller for it. I button, which is a form of authentication that uses these things, these little metal prongs as a key. Bad USB, which emulates a keyboard, types like a couple thousand words a second, or I'm sorry,
Oh
a
my
minute.
God.
I'm sorry, a couple thousand words a minute.
Wow.
And then
Still.
it also has some use cases that aren't hacking, like two-factor authentication. This is a offline device where you can generate your two-factor without needing a device that's connected to the internet. So it does that too. And then there's a ton of other sub-applications that are on here, like hundreds of them that do little things. So a lot. Just with this one device. This thing, it does just radio, but it does a lot more than this thing.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that one do?
This one you can hack airplanes with. I mean,
Oh.
that's
Wow.
the extreme, but that's something that you can actually accomplish with this using ADSB. You can choose to either receive or transmit. So you can choose to either receive or transmit ADSB with this device, and that's the frequency to tell a plane, its call sign, position, and more. And it's very illegal to do that, of course. But if I wanted to go outside right now, I could even demonstrate later for you. Like, I pull this antenna out. This is just a small antenna. And we can receive airplanes, see where they're at. There's nothing illegal about receiving them. Transmitting is where it gets a little bit funky, But yeah, ADSB, this one does a lot. Like something like a joke, for example, touch tunes at a bar. They're little jukebox machines that you pay for.
Yeah.
This device brute forces them, meaning goes through 000 to 9999 looking for a PIN code. And once it gets it, I can fully control that jukebox like I'm the owner of it. So just for fun. Or Subaru cars, some years of Subaru, I have this pre-programmed that can unlock and lock a Subaru, no problem. I could do that with this as well. But this thing, way stronger, bigger range, way more support, way more programs out there. This device is a lot more dangerous in my eyes than that device.
Really?
Yep.
Man, you are a...
My thing is I don't know what level of hacker he is.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what goes on in governments and shit?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
With the funding they have as well,
Yeah.
and technology.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was I think in the last clip he said he's an ethical hacker.
Right.
So he's just he shuts down other hackers.
Yeah.
So you need some probably pretty good stuff, but it's still, again, like you said, the bigger the budget, imagine.
But like you said, I mean, there are things you can do, and governments have the budget to get the people that can stop it as well. Or they get ethical hackers anyway, don't they, sometimes?
Yeah.
And then they tell them how to stop it. 'Cause I've heard of people before, like hacking, say, White House or something like that, but then they've maybe been done for it, but then they've been taken on board and started working for the government because they know how to do it.
Yeah, the hackers.
Yeah.
But it's just, like I say, the levels that must go up to of what people know about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
It's scary, isn't it?
good
That's
job you have
mind-blowing.
groups like Anonymous who are ethical
Yeah,
hackers,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But there must be, like, even though they talk about the dark web, the amount of bad people that have access to
Oh,
that.
can you imagine?
It's incredible, this.
I think this is the 5th time I've said it. I think you are a dangerous man.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm the safe, I'm
Yeah.
ethical.
you could
For
be
now.
if you wanted to be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go into detail about these things just for the nerds out there like me that are listening. I'm not going into exhaustive detail about these devices because most people are not going to care. So I'm just giving the general overview.
Oh, I think they're gonna care when they realize how vulnerable they are.
No, I don't mean they don't care about what they can do, but they care about the technical specifics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a lot of pretty much everything that we have is from China.
Okay.
All of our electronics, everything, it all. What do you say? 90% of it probably comes from China. Do you think we need to worry about what they're putting in our electronics?
Yeah. I mean, I'll give you one example. I bought this awesome vacuum and mop that's in one, the all-in-one vacuum mop called Tinico, and it completely connects to a Chinese server to transmit and receive information. Like I made a joke out of it. I actually have a video of it where you could turn the audio on for it. Like when you plug it in, it says charging started, charging stopped. Like when you put it on and off, I can control that with my computer through a Chinese cloud server. There's no reason that vacuum and mop should connect to a Chinese cloud infrastructure whatsoever, but it does. And at any point, they could change the way that functionality works and take over my home network with this vacuum mop. So,
Are you serious with a vacuum mop?
Yep.
How many
crazy.
devices do you think?
That's
has-
why I don't
have
back
these
up.
things in it?
Anything with a Wi-Fi connection, it's not everything's going to be China beaconing back and forth, but anything with a Wi-Fi, anything with Wi-Fi capability is going to open up, an attack vector.
Washing machines, refrigerators, just.
Oh, yeah.
Why does a vacuum mop
I don't know.
Wi-Fi capability?
I'd love to tell you, but it's I have the video I could show you. I could find it sometime, but it's I have that, and then I have the app I could show you. I could adjust the volume. I could check when the last time I used it. Does it need to be cleaned? Does it, it tells you all that stuff, but it's using a Chinese server that I can control from my computer now that I've captured the traffic between the mop and the server.
How many devices do you think we have that are connected to a Chinese server? And what would they be getting out of it?
I mean, it's all about data nowadays. So, I mean, I think that data is the most important thing to them because it's worth money, and advertising dollars would be spent better for with targeted demographics. So I think that they're using that information to target you on the stuff that you need. If you or someone that you love is looking up something, obviously Google's going to figure out how to target you on that thing and then sell that data to other people, and they call it retargeting. Whereas if they have access to your direct network and they can see things that you didn't even fully search out, or you're typing on a different application like a chat application where you're not even searching about it, you're just talking about it, that data is very valuable because they know about something before Google does.
Trends,
or
yeah.
some other large data broker.
It was years and years ago. I was talking to one of my mates at football just before we were playing a game. And I was saying, like, when you went, I'm working on this new device, a new system, that if you go to a shop, let's say, for instance, you're in town, you're in Manchester, and you walk past, I don't know, John Lewis, right? John Lewis's Wi-Fi or connectivity will pick you up that you're in that vicinity. Targeted ads, send you like 20% off at John Lewis.
Oh, really?
And he was working on that years ago. This is years ago.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what's developed from then till now. What he's talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, absolutely.
They know if you're taking a piss now.
Yeah, well, they're developing all the time, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's always listening, and because you do see some of the things on your phone, and you think, I was just talking about that.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely, yeah.
It's frightening, that part of it.
Yeah, because I keep talking into my phone when it's near like porn.
Yeah.
And I never get it.
Nothing comes
Nothing
up.
happen, like bikes and shit.
Don't work all the time.
No, it don't work all the time. It only works with certain products.
No, I think if you keep trying, you may get it one day.
Mate, I try.
Interesting. What are 5 simple things that people can do to protect themselves from hackers?
Use a password manager. Install an antivirus, or consult with an IT company that has cybersecurity expertise, or a cybersecurity company. One of those many options, but talk to somebody unless you're an expert yourself. Use an RFID blocking wallet, and potentially, if you want to be extra safe, use a key fob that has an RFID shield on it. That way your key fob doesn't work outside of that shield, can't be cloned. Some cars require tap to start, so use something like that. Be careful with the websites that you're visiting. If the browser's telling you the site looks unsafe, then it's probably unsafe. And if if you're told otherwise, make sure who's telling you otherwise is legitimate. And just be careful. I mean, just use your common sense. If something looks too good to be true, it probably is.
Okay, what about we live in a day and age where you're getting spam calls every 5 minutes, you're getting spam texts every 5 minutes, and a new marketing email's coming in every 2 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
do we need to worry about that stuff? If I open a text, could I be hacked just from opening the text?
Technically, yes. I mean, like I said earlier, the
Brilliant.
zero-click attacks that they're willing to pay a ton of money for, there's government agencies that already have them, you know. There was one going around for quite a long time. There was one going around for quite a long time called Pegasus. And then there was another one called Pegasus 2.0. And it didn't require any user interaction from anyone. You would just send to a phone number. They'd have full remote access to your phone.
Even without opening the text?
Without opening anything.
Holy shit. How do you defend against something like that? Yeah.
You can't. There's no way to defend yourself. That's why they're so valuable, because there's nothing you can do.
How do most hackers get in? Do you have to click a link?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's a link, sometimes it's a file, sometimes it's a photo, sometimes it's a chain of exploits of multiple things that turn into it. It could be a Word document. It could be anything. When it comes to 0 days and 0-click exploits, it doesn't require any user interaction, and you will not know that your phone's infected.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean Ryan. Click here.
Wow.
Yeah, I love this show, mate.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. He's a great host.
He is a very good
Yeah.
host. Asks the right questions, and
Yeah.
the guy giving the answers there, he knows what he's talking about, doesn't he? So he's really
What
good.
a nerd, right? That knows all this shit. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like how we say, if you take all that time to try and hack and get into my car, you can have it.
Yeah.
Fucking have it, take it.
Well
mate.
done.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, 'cause
Keep it.
if they can get that, well, can
Yeah.
they get?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm not clubbing them on the back
exactly,
of the head as well. That's
Yeah,
even
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're going through all that shit and you've got to get all the codes right to start my car,
Yeah.
requires a code to start. You can't just turn your key or press the button or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to put a code in.
That's right.
First, and it's not something that's like quite easy.
yeah.
So I think if you go through all that and get into it, you can have it.
Yeah.
Keep it.
That, as long as you don't catch them first.
That's what I'm saying. You've got a load of obstacles to go through.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
I get it, because by the time they broke into it or they've opened it, I'd know, because my phone alerts when my car's open.
Yeah.
So as soon as my car door opens and I know someone's trying to get in,
Yeah.
and then by the time they try and figure the code out, I'll be wherever the car is, unless I've left it overnight somewhere.
Yeah.
But I'll be
Right.
there or thereabouts within the space of
Yeah.
probably a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got to think with these, how much we rely on like people like police and army and people like that. In the next like 20, 30 years, these are going to be as valuable as
yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
They are now
Yeah.
probably, but
I think they're more valuable now.
yeah,
Yeah.
because if they get into our networks, if let's say if a random country wants to invade us, I can get in. They can just shut everything down.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
win.
Oh,
Like,
Well, that's what I was talking about last week. I think Matt been talking with you about it when we were saying about war and stuff like that. So it won't be a
Yeah, it's
fuck-
cyber
won't be
war
a-
and
won't be
stuff
a-
like
yeah,
that,
it'd be
and
cyber.
shutting down networks
Yep.
and power grids and stuff like that. Absolutely, yeah, you can
You
do more
imagine-
damage.
You imagine
by
us
that.
not having no internet? It'd fuck us all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone,
absolutely,
we'd all be done.
absolutely screwed. But
Kids
for
would be going mental.
absolutely everything. Oh my
the
god,
ADHD
yeah,
would
can
just go
imagine?
absolutely nuts.
Yeah, everyone just goes psycho, wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
absolutely.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, it is frightening how much we rely on it all for every single thing that you do during the day.
Yeah.
It's absolutely frightening.
that's why I'm on China's
so
side. It's
widespread.
China.
Yeah.
They hold all the cards, don't they?
Well, they're saying about could they be putting things in the devices, which they probably are. I mean, you have to look what they did to the devices in
Yeah.
in the
Israel.
Middle East.
Yeah, Israel and,
like
Palestine.
a few months ago.
Was it Lebanon, wasn't it?
It's something like that, wasn't it? Where they made explosives out of radios or something. I can't remember what it was
Text,
now.
what do you call them? Beepers.
Like a beeper, like
Yeah.
black pages,
Pager,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Something like that. So it just shows that that is something that countries can do. Putting other things in
Yeah.
there.
I mean, I remember there was a massive uproar not long ago, wasn't there, about Huawei?
The phones, yeah. Because what set up is it 5G network
5G
over here,
network in
something,
the UK,
or but
yeah.
not think the government were quite so keen on it, were they?
No. But it goes to show, I mean, it's like I say, though, if anyone from China wants to listen to my conversation, fair play.
They probably
But I mean,
can. Yeah.
Having said that, I mean,
Talking shit again.
Hey,
He keeps saying
turn
porn,
him off.
he keeps saying porn to his phone. I don't know why he keeps doing it. Oh wait, please.
Just give him fucking porn, will you?
Send the big boys in, get the porn.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's mad. But I love this show, though.
It's
Brilliant.
terrifying.
It is, yeah.
It's a terrifying subject.
Oh, it is, isn't
but
it?
It's
Yeah.
really interesting at the same
Yeah.
time.
Everything's hackable, eh?
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
Mind you, I do have an RFID blocker on my wallet.
Oh, have you?
Really?
Yeah,
nice one.
my wallet's like got one of them blockers built into it. You can't
that's
just
good.
tap
Good
it.
shout.
Not my wallet. I've got one for my car keys at
Yeah.
home. But I should take it everywhere, really. But
Yeah, I leave my car key just in the office on the side.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to go in and grab it and you even use the key, you still won't steal it.
no, you'd have a job with yours
Yeah.
anyway, wouldn't you? 'Cause
Yeah.
you've got to put a code in and stuff. So yeah.
I'll give it a go. 0001.
Nope.
0002.
You got it.
Keep going.
Shit, damn.
We win again.
I'll give you another clue. It ain't numerical.
All right. Okay.
Even bigger clues, you see. It's not
Yeah.
numerical. It's a weird code you have to put in. And
one.
no, it's not numerical or alpha.
Oh, is it symbols?
No.
You don't
People,
need to tell me.
people have probably been hacking your phone while you've been in your car going, blah, blah, blah. You've probably been explaining what you're doing when you're doing it, when you're in the car on your own.
Yeah.
So somebody's probably knows it anyway.
Yeah, man and Gainer's car, it'd be very, very difficult to steal.
Yeah. Oh, it would be. Yeah.
The device was put in by an ex-cop who said, I said to him, where's the device? And he went, I can't tell you. He said, because if I tell you, then you know. And then you might tell someone else and the car gets stolen and it's on me. So I went, so you're not even going to tell me? He went, no. So I don't even know where the device is.
Great point.
Yeah.
Great point.
That's good.
Yeah.
He said, all I can tell you, it looks like all the other components in the car.
Yeah.
You won't recognise it.
Technically, you don't need to know, do you?
I don't need to know. I don't give a shit.
That's the
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So
Imagine
as long
hearing
as
that
it
in
works.
the 90s, like, oh yeah, now you're gonna have to have a password for your car. You go like, oh,
Well, your car door just automatically opens when you're near it anyway now, doesn't it? Mine does anyway.
yeah.
So I'm just in the vicinity and it's just the car's open, pull the handle and it's open. Sort of thing. Even pulling the handle's a fucking challenge on my car.
Things you have to do, eh? I know.
People getting in going, how the fuck do I open this?
Yeah. I was like that first time waiting to myself.
Exactly.
Like,
It is confusing, isn't
Yeah.
it? But anyway, hack that if you can.
yeah, I know. Good.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as we
Yeah.
did. Don't forget to like and subscribe and we'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.